Okay, look, so if your insurance ads are not performing and they're not working, you're not getting the results that you want, then you want to be doing this. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing the importance of data, identifying where the flaw in the system is broken, and to, unpopular belief, if your ads are not working for insurance, it usually has nothing to do with the ads themselves. So this is a checklist to find out on what the problem is, how to identify the problem, and how to fix the problem. Okay, so what is the goal? The first thing you want to be identifying is what is it that you're actually trying to achieve when you're running ads, right? What are you actually trying to achieve? Most cases, if you like most insurance companies and you're like most insurance brands, you're going to be looking for new policy sales and customers that are coming to you. This means usually you're wanting inbound leads that are contactable by your call center staff, and you're wanting to speak to, qualified leads. So you're optimizing, you're looking to achieve policy sales, but the actual thing that you're looking for is leads. You're trying to generate leads through these platforms. Now, the problem that most of you are going to be facing, the problem is what I see from the clients that I speak to and the clients that we've taken on from previous experience is that they start some ads. Maybe they're using Google, maybe using Facebook or other marketing platforms. They get a lot of traffic, but they don't get any leads, or they get some leads, but the number of leads don't make sense for how much they've spent. So the cost per lead is really expensive, or the leads that they do get are really bad quality and, they can't be sold to. And then in some cases, they don't even really get any website visits, but that doesn't tend to be the common problem. The common problem is that they don't get enough volume of leads, they spend too much to acquire leads, or the leads that they speak to are not very good. Okay, so the problem is, so what happens then is that they blame advertising. They say advertising doesn't work, marketing doesn't work, Google doesn't work, Facebook doesn't work, we haven't had much success with it. Now, the problem is with that is that ads, the ad platform, the whole process as a whole is a system, right? The system from turning someone from a person who's never heard of your company before to a paying customer is a system. So saying that ads don't work is like saying that all cars crash. Like basically the ad platform is the car, and then the process that you use and the system that you use is the driver. So it's actually that drivers cause the cars to crash, but not all cars crash. So basically what I'm saying by that is that the Google, Facebook, the marketing system tends not to be the problem, but it's the system as a whole. So let's just gauge exactly, what are ads? A marketing platform is just one step in the whole journey of converting a customer. Basically, the advertising platforms are just an attention source. They're paying to be able to get in front, your product, your service in front of the right person. So you want to be looking at the whole process from turning someone to a traffic source to a customer as a whole system, as a whole holistic point of view. So usually converting customers on insurance ads actually comes in around about 6 different steps. So I'm going to jump into a whiteboard to explain how this works. So do excuse my drawing, but so this is the system as a whole. You've got point A and you've got point B. Okay, the line between. So A is basically a customer who has never heard of your company before, potentially interested in a product or looking for your product or service, but doesn't know who you are, never been on your website, doesn't really know much about you. And B is a paying customer, someone who has just paid for your product, your service, and has just taken out a policy. Now, most insurance companies, when they're running ads, think this whole section here in between is ads. They think, right, we'll launch ads, we get new policy sales. Or maybe they even think one step below and they break it down into sales, which is the better way to think about it. But they still think between traffic source to contactable sale is the ad's fault, right? So this is where they go wrong, because they just identify everything as a problem with the ads. But actually, as I mentioned, it breaks down into about 6 different systems. So you've got traffic source to, so the ads, so the ads themselves, right? So you've got people coming through to the website. So you've got your landing pages, your website, your landing pages, which we always recommend that you make different landing pages. And then what you've got is your quote funnel. So your quote funnel. And then you've got your, they should have been a bit more spread out, but it's not a problem. You've got your post quote. Basically, this is what's happening after someone submits. So you sending emails, SMS reminders. Are you following up very quickly? Are you, just sending an email? Is there any response? Is there like you sending testimonials, that type of stuff? Is there anything that the person receives actually prior to you calling them? And then you've got your contact rate. Your ability. How are you contacting? Are you messaging them? Are you following up on emails? Are you calling them? How quickly are you calling them? How many times are you calling them? Have you spread them over? That basically, that sort of stuff. So let's just get an idea. So most people think that the ads do all of this, but actually all the ads do is just get people to the website. So how do you identify what the problem is? So let's just say hypothetically, the problem is that you're getting leads on the website, but there's no policy sales. So that means that you are getting people from the ads to the website. You're getting people go through to the landing page. You're getting people fill out quote forms. And the problem being is that there's no sales. There's no policy sales from it. Okay. So your problem would actually be in this half here. Meaning that there's probably not something happening after the quote form, so there's nobody's actually convinced to want to go ahead with you. Maybe they're not actually fully indoctrinated into what you do. You've not really sold them that much, so you can't get in contact with them. So let's even break this down further. Let's just say hypothetically your sales are really good, your contact rate is very good, but you can't get in contact with the leads that go online. That means here is the problem. Your post-quote form, your post-quote system is not actually set up in a way to be able to get someone to pick up the phone. Maybe you're calling them, they don't actually know why you're calling them. They don't know what your number is. They just think, wow, I'm getting bombarded with spam calls now. The issue here is that you're not sending anything there. You're not really teaching the person what the next step is. You're not saying, okay, look, thanks for your quote. Maybe this is on the thank you page, we really want to speak to you. We need to ask you a few more questions. Send some SMS reminders. Hi, you've just submitted a form on our website. We'd love to have a chat with you. What time you're available, or even a series of SMS messages. Hi, is this first name? Look, thanks for your quote. We really want to speak to you. When are you available? That type of stuff. So nurturing that client. That is basically one of the most important things, right? Let's just say hypothetically that you are getting in contact with them, but no one's converting. Well, actually, a lot of insurance companies will blame this on the ads. They'll say this is the ads problem. None of our sales are converting. Well, actually, it is a sales problem at that point, right? So your sales really want to be converting prospects that are coming through to you anywhere between 25 to 40%. Obviously, depends on the actual service, depends on what it is that they're buying, but you want to be converting your leads from about 25 to 40% on the phone. The people that you speak to converting around about 25 to 40% for inbound lead sales. If you're not getting anywhere near that, if you're barely scraping, your sales process isn't refined enough. You're not overcoming objections. You're not identifying the core beliefs of the product, the customer. You're not, you don't have any sales process in place, basically. So that then becomes the root cause. So when you say, right, we've tried ads, we tried Google, we tried Facebook, but we got a few leads. Well, we got a lot of leads, we got a lot of volume, but nothing went ahead. The quality was bad. Okay, well, the problem being is chances are the sales were actually bad, and you're just identifying it as a quality problem. And if it is a case of your sales are ridiculously good, you've got a track record of great sales, but when you do leads, they don't convert, then it potentially is a quality problem. But identifying that the problem isn't straight away with the ads and it's not with the sales, you can bring this full circle back to the ads and then add refinement. You can add things into the landing page. You can pre-qualify leads through the ads, the terminology, the text that you use, the copywriting in the ads, the copywriting on the landing pages, the quote funnel. You can actually pre-qualify your leads by understanding this. Now, let's take this full circle and say that your sales are great. Okay, your contact rate, all the leads that you're receiving, you're getting through to nearly like 95% of them, and great. So you can identify at this point that your issue probably is not the quote form, the contact rate, and the sales, because this is all really good. But let's just say hypothetically that you are spending a lot of money, but you're not getting many leads. Okay, so the first thing you want to identify here is are we getting people to the website? Okay, yes, we're spending money, we're getting loads of traffic, we've got loads of people on our website, hundreds of thousands of people on our website, hundreds of people a week, thousands of people a month on our website, but we're just not getting many leads. So, okay, we can identify that the ads are probably doing their job. The ads' job is to get the attention to the website, to your brand, right? So the issue then becomes, your landing page, your website, your quote funnel. Is this refined enough? Is this in a way that is designed to convert traffic? We always say, a good landing page quote funnel should convert traffic to lead being processed on the website anywhere between a 10 to 20%. 20% being very good. Obviously, it depends on the traffic source. Google can be a lot higher than that because of the huge intent. So let's just say anywhere between 10 to 50%. Okay, depends on the traffic source. Anything less than that, to be honest, I'd say default 20% on Google, 20 to 25% on Google minimum, and Facebook being around about 8 to 15%. If you are not achieving these numbers, then that just means that your website, your landing pages, and your quote funnels are not set up in a way to convert traffic. So again, blaming it on the ads, but the ads potentially aren't the problem. The problem is that there's the landing page, the website's not designed in a way to convert traffic. People are just clicking around. They're seeing all your other products. They're clicking on the menu buttons. They're doing this, this, and this, and this, and this. And basically, you're not just getting any success there. Okay? So, again, identifying the problem. Now, let's just say that sales are great. Contact rate's great. Quote form is great. And your quote form's fine. Landing pages are fine. This is all converting extremely well. Let's just say that. But right here, you're spending loads of money, but you're not getting anyone to the website. No one's clicking on the ads. You're getting like 2 clicks for every £100 you spend, and it's just horrendous. You're just spending over the odds. Everything's really bad. Now, at that point, which is like very low, so under 5% of this happening, because most of the ads work, is that the fact that your ads suck. But then that is the only point. At that point, when you can see that you're just spending loads of money and you're not getting any clicks, that's the point where the ads are broken. And this is the only point when you should really be focusing on getting better ads. The only time you want to be focused on better ads is 1, if you're spending a lot of money and you're not getting no one to the website, or 2, that you've got everything else working fine, sales, quote forms, post-quote forms, contact rates, people are running through the quotes, but they're just leads are crap. At that point, okay, you've got good sales, you've proven sales strategy. At that point only is you need to change your ads, because you need to change your terminology, you need to change the actual offers that are inside the ads. At that point is the only time that you should really be changing the ads. So that's basically how to identify the system, how to break down the system, and know what part of this system is actually broke. Now, look, if you're an insurance company owner, you're an insurance company, a brand, or a broker, you want to get more sales and customers coming directly to your company to buy, my agency will get you more policy sales in the next 30 days. And if we don't, you get a full refund. So this is a complete pay on results basis deal. If this is something you're interested in, you want to scale your insurance company to the next level, you want to get more customers coming to you, you want us to be able to identify what part of the system is broken and fix every step of it, then book in a call. That'll be the first link in the description of this video. Hope you found it value. And again, if your insurance ads are not working, do this.